What's up everybody, Greg here with Lensprotogo and Lens Rentals, and in today's video we're going to be taking a look at the fourth lens in the Tokina Vista Cinema Prime set, the 50mm. We're going to go through a bunch of different tests from flaring, breathing, bokeh, edge distortion, and sharpness, as well as close focus. So hope you guys enjoy this test. Now let's get into it. So starting off with that breathing test again, we're going to rack focus from close focus to infinity just to see how much the lens zooms in and out as we go through that focus range. Now you do notice a little bit of light coming in on the sides, and as we get to these longer focal lengths, there is a little bit of breathing, but it is very, very minimal, as you can see with this shot right here. Next up, we're looking at our bokeh at t1.5 all the way down to t22, just going through that full aperture range. And if you look in the background, you're seeing some really smooth and circular bokeh all the way to wide open. You're not getting anything cut off or having any of those like sharp edges. It's a really smooth, pleasing bokeh in the background. Now just stepping through all the apertures so you can see them. This is T22. We're going to go to T16, T11, T8, T5.6, T4, T2.8, T2, and T1.5. Now we're going to look at our edge distortion and sharpness, just panning side to side to make sure that sharpness stays across the whole frame, as well as checking the distortion on the sides to see if there's any sort of barrel distortion or stretching. And with the 50mm, there really isn't any sort of distortion, and the sharpness is locked through the whole frame. Next up is our flaring, again starting with a light that's pretty dimmed down. You're not really seeing any sort of reflections in the elements. Then I'm going to bump it up to full power, and you're going to start to see a little bit of reflections. It's really soft. There isn't any hard edges like you saw with some of the wider focal lengths. You're just seeing this green orby thing floating around, and it's a pretty pleasing image without too much flare. And then lastly, we're going to look at the close focus. We're at 19 inches with the 50mm, and this is going to be the closest zoomed in you can get with any of the lenses that are in the set, even tighter than the 85mm and the 105mm. So this is going to wrap it up for the Tokina Vista Cinema Prime 50mm. If you guys have any questions about the lenses or the test that we ran, make sure to let me know in the comments below. And if you want to try this lens out, there's going to be a link in the description box along with all of the other tests that we did for the other lenses and the things to know video. If you want to see more lens tests just like this one with other lenses, make sure to let me know by hitting that like button, subscribe for new videos every single week, and I'll see you in the next one.